Warning, listening to this podcast may result in chronic ambition and some wins. Yo, what's up, beautiful winners? It's Hugo Alonso, and welcome to another episode of Stay Winning. Please help me out. Be sure to follow the podcast on social media and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll be doing a giveaway there soon. The channel name is Stay Winning Podcast. I'll be posting more details on Instagram shortly. Make sure you check it out. You or someone you know might like what I'm giving away. What's up, winners? Welcome back to another episode of Stay Winning Podcast. If you're new here, my name is Hugo Alonso. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so happy that you're here. Today, I'm bringing you 5 money mistakes to avoid in your 20s. If you're in your 30s, no worries. Stay tuned. Your episode is coming. Number 1, not building your credit. Having a good credit score and credit history can literally determine your living situation. You can have more housing options simply by having a good credit score. Where you live has a big impact on your quality of life, how safe the neighborhood is, how good the school district is, job opportunities, parking, amenities, etc. Landlords like myself may check your credit history when you apply to rent. And good credit may also help you get a mortgage for a house and a lower interest rate, which plays a factor in your purchasing power. If you want to know more about how to build your credit or how your credit score is determined, please check out Stay Winning Podcast episode number 2. Moving on to money mistake number 2, buying expensive cars. I know we live in the age of social media and it's cool to flex online. However, please do not go broke doing it. If your annual salary is $60,000 a year, do not go buy a $50,000 car. At the end of the day, the price of the car or the opinions of others is not what gets you from point A to point B. The average car payment in America is $700. Instead of putting $700 towards a depreciating asset, invest that money instead. Money mistake number 3 to avoid, not investing. See, time is money. And when you're in your 20s, you have time on your side. If you do invest the equivalent of your car payment for 7 years, your $48,000 contribution can easily become $60,000 or more. The $50,000 car, after 7 years, has probably depreciated to about $12,000. Now imagine if you keep investing until the age of 50 or 60, at an 8% return, that's easily over $1 million. And you only contributed only a quarter of that. Number 4, avoid student loan debt. This one is huge, very huge. Humongous, actually. I know a lot of millennials, and most of us are in our 30s now, that were priced out of buying homes even before the interest rate hikes. Huge student loan balances can impact your debt to income ratio, which impacts the ability to become a homeowner, and this can literally set you back decades. If you have checked out Stay Winning Podcast episode 16, you would know that the net worth of a homeowner is over 40 times greater than that of a renter. Please stay away from student loan debt. Find out what you want to do. See if that requires you to go to school. It may or it may not. However, if it does require you to go to school, you can minimize the debt by going to a community college first, living at home while at college, or working for an employer that does tuition reimbursement, such as Wells Fargo or Amazon. I'm mentioning these big names because you are most likely to find them locally, wherever you're listening from. Now, let me interrupt this episode for today's sponsor. My recommendation to learn how to make money outside of a college degree. A note from today's sponsor, Cashflow University. JoinCFU.com is a community that helps you build financial freedom through passive income. Topics they cover: host a vacation rental, retirement fund strategies, crypto mining, Turo car rentals, rental properties, credit option spreads, reselling on eBay or Amazon, budgets and personal finance, and much more. Join today with code STAYWINNING10 for 10% off your first 3 months. Head on over to joincfu.com and sign up today. Money mistake number 5, not listening to Stay Winning Podcast. I could talk about my credentials, overcoming poverty, and my $1 million real estate portfolio. But I'll do that another time. What I mean by not listening to this podcast is not educating and informing yourself. Knowledge is power, and it's very relevant when it comes to personal finance. I hope you use this podcast as a resource to win. Learn about saving and investing and inform yourself about how money works. I want to see you win and help you avoid making poor money decisions. So if you're here, thank you for listening. I hope it brought you additional value today. Please check out Cashflow University at the link below so you can start the year with valuable resources to build passive income and stable wealth. It also helps out the podcast. Stay winning. Winners, if you're finding value to the information I am sharing on this podcast, please help me out and subscribe, share, download, and tell your friends. You know this podcast is new, so if you're feeling extra kind, give me a rating and leave me a review. I can definitely use your help to stay winning. This show is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. It's not intended as personal financial advice. Before making any financial decision, please do your due diligence and consult a financial advisor as needed.